Hello, welcome back to the channel. Today we're doing a quick gold medal preview for tomorrow morning's crazy game. I was going to quickly do this with a good friend of mine, but he's going to text me some things and I'll do it there. Um, we were going to do a BCS podcast emergency episode, but hopefully, fingers crossed, we will have one tomorrow morning or tomorrow afternoon with hopefully the USA winning gold, which I do think will happen. I mean, we can just jump straight into it. I understand that they've got the advantage on the power play, as Cozy's texting me right now, and they've got a lot of speed and a lot of higher level guys. I guess you could probably say if you were to blindly look at these lineups and people. I always say I like bouncing these lineups off people that kind of know hockey, not like crazy, so they know what's going on. We'll do the Cozy's key to the game in a minute. He's sending them literally live as we come in, but I just really think that you look at the last few games and Canada's been struggling to figure themselves out. And then obviously in the middle of I forgot who they played. The Czech game, obviously second period, Sidney Crosby gets hurt and they kind of got to figure it out on the fly. I sneaky think they might have gotten better. But we'll see how it goes with obviously Celebrini being with McDavid McKinnon. But they've been kind of looking for an identity. Is he gonna come through break the glass and like appear and it's like, wow, I'm here, Sidney Crosby, and that'd be very annoying for the U.S. But obviously, you want to beat them at full strength, kind of. I think that's kind of part of it. It was a very interesting dynamic between myself and some friends, and just overall online American discourse, where it's like when they were down to Finland, it was kind of like, do you want to beat Finland in the gold medal? Yes, but like you'd rather beat Canada. Obviously, it's gonna be a harder game now, but I think you kind of want that. It's almost like the easy way out, and I feel like it'd be almost like it's gonna sound stupid, but almost a not as satisfying game not playing them. But obviously, none of that matters because we've already have the teams that are here. Tage Thompson got hurt in yesterday's win over Slovakia. I don't know what his status is. Probably should have checked that, but hopefully he's good to go. Dylan Larkin and him have been on fire. The Wolverines in general have been on fire this Olympics between the Quinn Hughes and Werenski and Larkin and a few others. It's just they've been going crazy. Kyle Connor hasn't been playing a ton, I don't think, but it is what it is. So, kind of going back to what I was saying earlier, this Canada team comes in and they've been playing pretty interesting hockey to say the least. They've been down, they've been losing, they've been trailing for a majority parts of these here. They've had their back against the wall multiple times, needing goals late in the third period in both games to even stay alive. Obviously, they ended up sneaking one out and winning it in regulation against the Finns. They needed to go overtime against the Czechs, and Mitch Marner did his thing. But the U.S., I mean, the Sweden game, obviously, Sweden's a hell of a team. They're probably the third best team out there. I know, obviously, they didn't play very well early on, but they're really humming at the end. And, you know, you play a Slovakia team that was above their skis, kind of in a good rest game, but man, you took care of business. Like there was no hope that they had. If you scored it away, Dylan Larkin doing his thing, Captain America, Michigan man, Detroit legend, all the above. And it's like, man, you had to take care of business, and you did. You saw the Canadians squeak one out, and it's like, man, maybe you're looking ahead to the gold medal game. Nope, took care of business. So I do think they'll win the U.S. Obviously, I'm hoping so as an American. I'm really hope they do. It'd be very, very, very cool to win a gold medal, like a real one, because I know the last few have counted in theory, but having the NHL players makes it that much higher level, and it's best on best. What more could you want? Playoff hockey is some of the best stuff out there. This is a quick preview into that. This is the Game 7 Stanley Cup final. This is everything you're going to want to see. So we can quickly go to some cozy points here. They for sure have the advantage on the power play, and their forwards. Forwards are extremely lethal. We must stay out of the penalty box. I know McAvoy and Matthews were taking some stupid penalties, and Matthews in particular missing some empty nets. You cannot make any mistakes here. It's like a tournament game or a playoff game. For any of these major sports coming down the wire, like you have to play your best, and you can't give them anything. Nothing. Don't give them a thing. Even though our penalty kill is really good, you must stay out of the penalty box. But this is what American hockey is built on: defense, goalies. We grew up learning this, playing chippy, not the finesse stuff the Canadians do. Need to make this a low-scoring game, win 3-2, 2-1. I personally got the U.S. winning 4-1. I think it'll go 1-1. USA will score in the first period. Canada will tie it up, and I think the US kind of turns on the Jets with an empty net goal at the end. Very niche prediction, I understand, but I, I don't know, man. I'm getting a really good feeling. Again, I'm an idiot when it comes to hockey. I'm not even close to as good as it used to be when I was growing up, but there's just something about this USA team, man. You know, they've had some moments of adversity, but for the most part, they've been really doing it pretty comfortably, and they've been playing strong the whole time. Canada has had the same betting lines, if not better, in almost every game except Finland, and they've been in trouble. I mean, like they were a huge favorite against the Czechs, for the all things considered, being like -500, and you had to go to overtime, and they were plus money multiple times. I know the odds don't mean a ton, but like they were in serious jeopardy of even making this game back-to-back games. And the US obviously was with Sweden, but even with that Sweden game, you dominated from 50 minutes. I understand they score at the end, and it's probably like they could have just smashed and grabbed, but that's hockey. But you played strong. You're leading your goalies. You're giving up 1 or 2 goals a game. Obviously you gave up 2 goals last night, but it's like, at the end you were kind of. It just felt like the game was kind of over by then. So, um, play strong, play physical. Will we see a fight in this game? Maybe. I don't know if they even let you do it, but maybe if they like kind of like, hey, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, do whatever you want. That could be kind of fun. But that's kind of all I got for now. So let me know down below in the comments your predictions. We'll try to get Cozy on for a review, a recap tomorrow. If the U.S. unfortunately loses, I doubt we see him for a while. Might be a delayed BCS podcast going out. But if we win, might be delayed too. He might be too happy and go crazy with that. So, yeah. Oh, mama, don't you cry. USA Hockey, it's do or die. I mean, this is exactly what you wanted. Even when I was talking to Cozy yesterday, he's talking about how he really is like this, really has been good Olympics hockey wise, a lot of good stuff. So, gold medal, USA, Canada, 8 a.m. tomorrow morning, NBC. What more could you want? Honestly, what more could you want? It's exactly what it's all about, baby. So, thank you all for watching. Again, let me down below who you think. Hopefully, you all say America, unless you're Canadian or something, or you got some future on Canada, whatever. But yeah, thank you all for watching. Like, subscribe, send it to a friend, hit the bell, and you notify you of his videos. I'll probably be trying to get them out around 7 o'clock every day. And yeah, that's all I got for now. So thank you all for watching. We'll see you guys later. Peace.